welcome everybody to the channel. I'm so glad you decided to drop in and have a listen. Um, Thank you for joining. Today, we are going to do movies you should have seen. And the movie you should have seen that we will be discussing today is A History of Violence. So, A History of Violence. This movie came out back in 2005. Uh, wow. If you have not seen this movie, I'm not going to spoil it because part of the intrigue of the movie is, even if you know the plot, is how you get there, right? So I'm not going to spoil it, but what a fantastic movie. Um, just to name some names: Vigo Mortensen, who obviously is Aragon and the Lord of the Rings, the King, right? Maria Bello, she actually took over as the wife in the Mummy series for the Mummy Part 3. Obviously, she's been in other movies. Ed Harris, right? The late great William Hurt. Fantastic movie. This was one of those movies that when it came out, um, this was a blockbuster moment. And here's what I mean by that. I had saw trailers of the movie, but it didn't really like get me. And you're talking 2005. I was a different dude then. I don't know. I had babies. So things, I was a little distracted. But anyways, um, but like I mentioned in other episodes, I used to we as a family every Friday was blockbuster night every Friday. So on Fridays I'd get off work. Um there was a blockbuster. I would go home, right, pick up the family, and we would go to Blockbuster. And what I would do is, for those of you who remember, you all the new releases was along the wall, right? So I would always go to the new release section to see what came out. And this is what's wrong with streaming. Is there's so much content that I miss out on stuff, right? So I need people. Yes, they have new releases just came out section of whatever streaming service you use, but there's like 85 different streaming services. So it's hard to keep up. Where back in my day, all I had to do was go to Blockbuster, the local Blockbuster, walk along the new releases, pick up the DVD based on the cover, flip it over, and go, "Oh, that sounds interesting." So that's how I found out about A History of Violence. We are out at Blockbuster and uh, going through the new releases, and I stopped and I was like, "Oh, okay." Obviously, I knew the lead actor in Vigo, watching the Lord of the Rings, so I was like, let's check this out. But where they really had me was that this was a graphic novel. Me being a comic book person, I was like, oh, okay. So this is a graphic novel iteration. So let's check it out. And when I tell you this movie was fantastic, fantastic. Now it was directed by David Cronenberg. And for those of you who don't know his films, he did The Fly, he did Crash, Dead Ringers. Um, there was I'm looking online right now because there was a horror movie that I feel like he did, Jason X, but I think he did. Man, I thought there was another one. Maybe not. Um, Slasher, uh, Star Trek Discovery. He did a TV. He did one of the episodes there. He actually did 7 episodes on that. So, anyways, he's got some credits, right? But obviously, not anything that I I was worried about. He's also has got some um writer credits as well. But man, wow. Please, please, please do yourself a favor. If you have not seen this movie, pick this movie up. Acting, story, fantastic. Now, what is this movie about? I'll give you a hint, um, but I won't spoil. This movie is about a guy who lives in a small town. Father. He's got a teenager who's kind of rebellious and a little baby girl married. Runs a or owns a um diner in the town. Everybody knows who he is, very well respected. And a situation occurs where he essentially has to defend his diner. And because of the situation, his past comes back to haunt him. So he's trying to avoid his past, but because of a situation that occurs, his past comes back to haunt him. Now, I really want to talk about this, and somebody needs to call me, or we can talk about it in the comments. And if you look at the comments, understand spoilers is probably going to be there, because his past I don't want to spoil. Even though the trailers make it obvious, I'm still going to let you discover it. But man, once you see what he is hiding from, it is a wrap. Like, done and done. That movie takes off. Yes, it does start off a little slow, but it starts off slow for a reason. It has purpose behind it. And hold on to your seats, because when it takes off, it takes off. And Viggo Mortensen is fantastic. Ed Harris, fantastic. His kids, fantastic. Matter of fact, the song gonna get on your nerves. Maria Bello, his wife, fantastic. Great story, great cast, and you're gonna enjoy it. Please check this movie out. A History of Violence. Now, the director actually has another movie with Viggo Mortensen that I might do another movies you should have watched episode, so I'm not going to drop it on this particular one. But great movie. Definitely check it out. I don't know if it's on any streaming services. I own it. I rented it at Blockbuster and loved it. Went back and bought the DVD. So yes, I have it on DVD. So I'm not sure if it's on any streaming services, but definitely check it out. Now, as always, if you like the content, do me a favor. Hit the like button and subscribe. Got a lot more content coming. We're actually gonna have some guests coming in here soon. Writers, directors in the industry. I'm really excited about bringing on to talk about movies that they like. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to be doing more content, trailer reactions, things like that. So definitely look for more stuff coming. But yeah, hit that like and subscribe button, share with others, and make sure you hit the alert button so you know when I'm dropping new content. But A History of Violence, check it out. And as always, I appreciate you so much for coming and having to listen. And yeah, see you on the next one.